I'm David Sheehan, proud to be part of a new weekly web series called, appropriately enough, Sheehan and the Stars, right here on the David Sheehan YouTube channel, which you may want to subscribe to when you see what follows. As the smoke clears, don't be confused. I am obviously not a macho man of the movies. I'm just a critic man of the movies named David Sheehan. Once you were a little boy named Arnold in a little town called Graz in a little country called Austria. And now here you are, the biggest star, one of the biggest stars in the world. Isn't that just a little amazing to you?
David, I had not the foggiest idea that this would ever happen.
Really? But you must know that you're like top of the line, right? I mean...
Well, I don't know that, but I'm glad to hear it from you. But...
Then along come Mork and Minnie and all these movies, and now you are a star, you know, in the Hollywood definition of that label, in many different venues, as they say.
Thank you for asking me that, Dave.
Because, pleasure.
God, if I can talk about Robin the actor versus Robin the comedian, no, let me finish.
Do you feel like you're mellowing now at this point in your life?
Well, I think it's about time, a little bit,
You were the happiest Oscar winner I've ever seen.
Well, I tell you, this is what it is. It's an incredibly personal moment.
What do you hope people take away from this movie after they've seen it?
To stay in touch with that kid that's inside, that's still inside.
It seems like you have no fear of aging at all.
The cosmetics of things does not really interest me so much. I think it's one of maybe the unhappy features of our culture.
What do you think of how I look?
I think you're beautiful.
But don't you think I'm odd looking?
Odd? No, I would not use the word odd.
Well, I mean...
A funny choice. You are now said to be the most powerful leading lady in Hollywood today. Do you live with this in your being? Is this something you experience? Power?
No, opportunity. I feel opportunity.
Do you remember what you imagined it might be like before you became a movie star?
Hey, cigars, fast cars, girls, the road to ruin,
Yeah.
David, you've known me for 20 years. Am I any different than the day that I told you I couldn't play tennis and I couldn't?
You know what? You're not really. What kind of hero is this guy in your mind? In a way, he's an
anti-hero?
Yeah.
He's kind of like that. He's journeying through to something that he finds that things that he actually innately believes in.
Tell me about this passion you had. You wanted to play this guy for years, right? Why is that?
It was the great search for a complicated, multi-dimensional, interesting character.
You're working on your little construct of whatever it may be, and you sort
What
of...
I was doing was laying on my bed going, what's my thing?
Oh, right. What does the choice of this role tell us about Michelle Pfeiffer?
Probably being the outcast.
What motivates you overall? I mean, here you are, 76 years old, working like mad. Somebody said you were perhaps obsessed or possessed with leaving a certain kind of legacy. What is driving you now?
I don't know, but I think I've got enough films for a legacy. I don't think that's the case.
One day, way back, sitting next to your dad on the anchor desk at NBC, and Nick said, "Hey, David, my boy is trying to break into this whole acting world here in Hollywood. You got any pointers for him?" And I gave him some ideas, agents and stuff. And it occurred to me, what was the toughest part for you breaking into the acting business?
Sleeping with all the casting directors, I suppose. That's if there's advice, really don't only sleep with the top casting directors, not the assistants ever.
I'm David Sheehan, and I thank you for watching. Now, if you enjoyed this little interview interplay, please keep in touch by pressing the subscribe button, because there's a whole lot more to come with the biggest stars in Hollywood as they express themselves over the years every week right here on the DavidSheehan.tv channel. And you'll be helping 3 very good causes: Children of the Night, Habitat for Humanity, and the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Wishing you health and happiness, and hopefully inspiring highlights from Hollywood.